What's going on, guys? It's Complete Tech Crew. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my everyday carry bags, or EDC bags. If you don't already know by now, I'm in the telecommunications, IT, security, access control, CCTV, the list goes on. So just the whole realm of low voltage systems and technology systems. This is one of my main bags. This is one of two that I'm going to be showing you. This is a first part in a two-part series of videos. And we'll be going over an in-depth review of the bag and the contents within it. This is by no means a beginner or a novice bag. So if you're interested in entering the industry, this isn't that video. This is just showing you what I have, what I carry on an everyday basis, and what helps me get along every day, particularly in service. So this bag and then the tote I'll be showing in the part 2 of this video series it's my service tote, and this is my service backpack. This is a Klein Tradesman Pro backpack. This backpack is roughly between 180 and around 195. So it's just right under $200. It's worth every penny to me. I love this backpack. It's very well built. I have no complaints other than the stitching at the bottom. And I will show that and detail that at the end of the video. It's just some stitching around the plastic base at the bottom. It's starting to back out a little bit. By no means is it decaying or is the bag falling apart. It's just some stuff that I wish they paid a little bit more attention to detail on and added better stitching or some type of different webbing or material in that particular scenario. But other than that, Klein, you knocked this one out of the park as compared to your other backpacks, which I don't like at all. This one is flawless. So we'll get right into it. Right here, you have a hardened shell compartment right here. So I call it like armored. This is hardened. It's for like meters, testers and stuff like that you don't want to get banged up and beat up. They protect them in here. But I don't actually have that in here. I have this Milwaukee light. This is a rechargeable red lithium 3.0. Milwaukee. I'm probably not watching this, but if you get wind of this, I love this light. Milwaukee's personal lighting is flawless. Great products. I love them, and I love the fact that they're rechargeable. This thing is super bright. The mode selection is great. I've dropped it a couple times. I haven't fixed it to my hard hat, excuse me. But I put it on my hat when I'm working above ceiling and things like that, and it's great. So great light. Comes with a charging cable. Most all of their lighting does. That's rechargeable. This is the cable here. Great cable. It doesn't have that plasticky rubbery material on it. It's made really well, and it's like woven material. So I really like that. So good job on that, Milwaukee. You knocked that one out of the park. Just a microfiber cloth. That's used for several things. Cleaning my safety glasses or wiping down lenses on products. So that's what that's for. There's some tape. Can't go wrong with that. This here is called a wet noodle. So I use this for a number of things. This is something that I have a multitude of in almost every tool bag and toolbox that I have. This thing costs roughly $25. When it's on sale, it's even $20. I get it from like ADI or any local low voltage or electrical supply house should have them. Can't guarantee it, but should have them. But basically, it's magnetic on both sides. It's extremely flexible and malleable. You can bend it into any shape that you need it in. You can see that. I usually straighten it out, stick it in a wall, stick it in a hole if something's down there that I'm looking for. I use it for inspection purposes with my inspection camera. It's great for wall fishing. It has what's called a jack chain. So you drop this down the wall, and I use it a lot in commercial settings, commercial applications, because you may have fire blocks, double studding, stuff like that. So you never know what kind of scenarios you're getting to. So it's that jack chain. It's magnetic. It has a tip on it. Just hook onto it like that. When you're wall fishing, stuff like that, especially on a 2-story or 2-level wall fish, that's what that's for. And it also has this retrieval hook, which is magnetic. So you just work it like that. Great tool, great product. A lot of you guys in the low voltage industry may or may not know about it, but if you don't, consider getting it. And this is from the brand called Labor Saving Devices. So great product, guys. Another product from Labor Saving Devices is this Easy Cut template. I've always used these. A lot of guys get on me about it, especially the older guys, technicians and stuff that I may be around, even customers and clients when I'm using this commercial settings. They're like, what are you tracing? But I always do that. It's just to stay and remain professional so my cuts come out perfect all the time and I'm able to fit my box in and keep moving. It's just something that I prefer to use. I'm not worried about being egotistical and just trying to cut just based off sight or tracing the box. I prefer to use this because it comes out the way I want it to every time. And that's pretty much it. So a few seconds ago, before I picked up the Easy Cut, I dropped the marker out of the bag incidentally. So that's all I have is just markers in there. So that's that. I really like this compartment. Again, I can go on and on about how much I love this bag. That's what's in that compartment. In the front compartments of this bag, I just have more writing utensils, markers, highlighters, stuff like that, and maybe a couple small little drill driver bits, 1/4 inch and 5/16 and things of that nature. So that's what goes in there. Again, really well built bag. Love this bag. Take it everywhere with me. And I own 3 of them. One of them is I keep it clean for service. That's to keep it on my truck. The other one is the service one, which is this one you're looking at now. And then lastly is the beat up one that I take on the construction site, along with my Milwaukee pack out backpack. So diving on in to the inside. So you open it up right here. You can see you have a front pocket here that's webbed. And then you have a pocket down here that's pretty deep. It goes down about 6-7 inches maybe. That's what's in there. So we'll start from that portion. And I just have some of these Easy from Platinum Tools connectors, boots. And these are all for 10 gig connections. That's what this tool is for 10 gig terminations and stuff like that. So Cat 6A, Cat 6 shielded. That's the purpose of those connectors there. So here goes the Easy EXO. This is from Platinum Tools. So a lot of you guys are using the Simply 45 for installation and a task similar to what this would be for. But that's basically what this is for. If you see right here, you have the part number on this die because this is a removable die. And I also have the other die that is for regular standard Cat 6, Cat 6A jacks. This one is for shielded jacks when you're making shielded mod plugs. So that's what that's for. Great tool, great feel to it. I really like this tool. No complaints about it. Has a nice little mechanism there. Then it has this lock right here that you just set back and forth when you want to lock it in place. I love it. I love that you can remove the die. Says Soul Star on it, but that's just because they OEM for Platinum Tools. So be looking out for that. This kit or set cost me roughly 150 bucks. So that's about the price for it. Be looking out for that in your local distributor, or I believe Tech Tool Supplies has it. So the next in the front of the bag, this is from Jonard Tools. I'm going to do a full unboxing and review on this very soon. And it'll be a 2-part series. It'll be on this one, which is the coax set, and then on the telecom punchdown set. So it's just a small, comprehensive little set. It comes with a pocket toner. If you've ever done coax or like work for like Comcast and stuff like that, you pretty much know and can identify what every tool is. So it's a pocket toner. Basically, this piece on the back here, which is the toner itself, it's just a screamer. That's kind of what we call them. So you put this on your cable and you're able to identify where your cable is. Pretty cool little tool. Basically what it does. It's a great tool. It works really well. It's kind of like continuity. That's all it is. And put that barrel connector in there to keep it open and clean. Comes with a little LED flashlight. Comes with a little 6-in-1. And this is all Jonard Tools, by the way, if I didn't mention that. It comes with a set of diagonal cutters here. Jonard Tools as well. And it comes with a coax crimper here. Great crimper. This one is similar to the Belden one and similar to the PPC one, which is I have another one in here as well. And you have your stripper. I really don't use this stripper. I'll show you what stripper I use most. And it's ironically enough, it's like way cheaper, the stripper that works better for me. So I'll get into that one as well. Let's take a look at the Punchdown Kit, which is right here. And again, if you're curious about the part number on this, this isn't the part number for this kit. This is just for the rubber molded case. So I'm gonna get you all that information on the next couple of videos when I actually do an in-depth review on this. So the same 6-in-1 punchdown tool, great punchdown tool. I love this punchdown tool, works fantastic. A pick probe, which is right here. I like how stiffened it is. It's very boisterous and dexterous, so it works very well for me. These are EDC or Scotch locks crimpers. Really great tool right there. And I love these snips. Snips work great for me. I love the way they feel in my hand. Great snips. Calibrated very well. And last but not least, flashlights. Just a little LED flashlight and these strippers. They call them the Cyclops. I have this version in the Platinum Tools flavor. They're really nice. I like them. You know, you're able to go up to Cat 6A, Cat 7 with these. And you just slide the cable in there. You release, you strip, open up again and let it out. It doesn't nick. It's calibrated perfectly. So be looking out for that, guys. Tech Tool Supply with the Platinum Tools brand. It's an OEM. They did it for Jonard, and they make them for Platinum Tools and several other brands. So it's not just Jonard. So that's that kit. If you're interested, again, I'm going to try to put the part number for the entire kit in the description below when I post. Looking at this front cam, and again, I wasn't descriptive enough about this removable cam. This backpack has been around for at least 4 or 5 years, I believe. So I bought it quite a while ago, my first one. But this bag has a removable insert. Basically, this slides out like so. Vito Pro Pack just released something early this year, very similar. I can't recall what it's called right now, but I'll be more descriptive about that when I start reviewing those bags. Similar thing where you're able to remove it. Instead of switching out the entire bag, you can remove the actual insert based on the task at hand. And I think that's well thought out, well engineered. And I think they're thinking about us being more productive and spending our time in the best manner. And I think by us being able to remove a cam, sit it aside, and put what we need in the bag, and everything sits in the removable insert, that's just genius. So good looking, guys. Good looking Klein, because I saw it first, and Vito Pro Pack. I love both of those products. So great work. Right here, I have all of my from my sets. So I have like Torx bits, and I know you're wondering what these are, but this is from this crescent wrench that I found at Home Depot, which is right here. This will be in the aisle with all of the section with all of the other hand tools, all of your wrenches and stuff like that. These are great. This thing is magnificent. It has the open end on it, reversible, of course, ratchets well. I don't know how many teeth are in it. Not sure about that. I'll get you those details, but it's fantastic for the little things that I'm doing while I need to. It's open face wrench, works well. Nothing fancy or anything like that, but I love it. When I saw it, it was on clearance. I snatched it and I haven't put it down. I have several of them. So great little product if you don't know. And again, this is a magnet. This is called a quick mag. Racketeers has it and they sell it as a stud ball. But the first one I bought was a long time ago at 2014. And I found it at a hardware supply store. And I was just wondering where it was. And it was like 14 bucks. And I bought it for the purpose of using it to find studs in commercial settings. And it's the most incredible, comprehensive, fantastic, every word, phenomenal thing that I've ever used. The electronic stud finders are garbage in my opinion. And that's just me. You see, I have 2 of them. I keep these in every single bag that I have. I just try to keep them away from any electronic product that I have, lighting and stuff like that, and away from clients' monitors or televisions. So this thing has never failed me. I always use this to find studs or metal behind walls. And oftentimes than not, if it's not double drywall, it will pick up piping and stuff like that behind the wall. So it's almost fail proof. And I really, really, really like these. And for the price of 14 bucks and the price that I'm getting them now at 8 from my local distributor, I pick up tons every time I go visit. So consider that. You can't go wrong with that. And again, that ratchet and wrench I showed you, that crescent wrench, great tool. So that's at Home Depot. That's really the only place I've seen it. So just letting you know. And it ran me about 30 bucks when I bought the ones after the couple that I found on clearance. So we'll start over here. This is Klein Tools. This is a security set, and I like it because it has the bits in here, so you don't have to have all the loose bits and pop them in before while you need it. I do know that Klein Tools had one that came out prior to this one where the bits are separate. You have to take them out, but this one is actually a nice comprehensive set. It has the elevator keys in it for the elevator panel within the elevator, and all of your Torx, all of your common Torx sizes for tappers and flows and stuff like that. So really nice little set. And right there's the part number 32291. And that's Klein Tools. I don't know if that's at Home Depot or not. I bought it at my local distributor. And that, again, is probably around $35. This one's a Platinum Tool stripper. Great, incredible product. I use it for Cat 5 and Cat 6. And sometimes it works on control cable. And I mean control cable like 22.6, 22.10, 22.4, stuff like that. You know, all kinds of those gauges, 18.2 speaker cable, 16.2 speaker cable. That's what I use it for. It works great. It never mars or nicks or degrades the cable in any manner. It's calibrated perfectly. So this one costs about 12 bucks. This one's from Platinum Tools, and I buy them up every time I go to distributors just so I can have more. Another item from Platinum Tools is this coax stripper, and this is one I mentioned earlier. This is the one I use all the time. There's a company that OEMs for Platinum Tools. Jonard has one like this. It's blue. It's the exact same thing. This thing is perfect. What I like about it is it doesn't have dies that you have to spin around to strip your coax. I don't like those because those move around every time in your bag. You have to fiddle around and try to reset them. And coax is very sensitive. I know everybody thinks they're an expert on coax and stuff like that, but signal runs on those on every portion of the metal in those, including the braid and the foil on quad shield and tri shield. So it's a great strip. It's very essential. So I stand by these, and these cost me roughly $13 or $14, but you can also get them on a couple websites, generic websites online for around $9. So when you see them, buy them up. And there's just yellow ones, and open them up, show you in there, and that's that. It's a great product, great tool. I stand behind that one. In this compartment, I have these precision side cutters. So if you're in the industry doing security, CCTV, access control, you know exactly what these are. That's for that, just keeping the panels and the terminations clean. Those are simple, and this is the Crescent brand. I found out these work best. I have the Klein ones as well. Those are good as well. So those came from Home Depot, and they're roughly $7 and $9 respectively for each one. This here is my PPC, very similar to the one I showed you in the kit, the Jonard Tools one. This is just a coax crimper, and it's for all coax. So 11, 7, RG6, and 59. So it works really well. This right here is my fiber stripper and Kevlar cutters, but I use the cutters for a lot of things. This again is from Jonard Tools. I'm gonna be doing an in-depth review on this kit as well. I love this, hands down, bar none. I keep this on my side, on my person all the time when I'm doing diagnostics, checking out fiber within data centers and in clients premises and stuff like that. So great product. I love them. And that's the part number right there. JIC, that's 375. And on this one, JIC 186. Great product, guys. So if you do any fiber, and this kit was around 50 bucks, well worth it to keep everything on your person. It clips on and stay on your belt. This doesn't flex. I've had this thing for about 2.5 years now, maybe more. It never fails. So we're done with this portion of it, and I'll show you how it just cams out. And that's that. Just well thought out, well built. Oh, I forgot to show you the VFL. This VFL, I just picked this up from the local distributor. They're super cheap. They had a ton of them. It's just a great VFL. So if you don't know what VFL is, it's a fiber optic testing tool to test patch cables and to test your actual fiber itself. It helps me identify which fiber is going where, because sometimes the bulkheads can be inverted, or your patch panels can be inverted, and it can get really confusing to identify what's what. So a VFL is visual fault locator. All right, and I also have this. These are my linemen's right here. I love these tools. I know you're wondering, like, it's so clean. It's my service bag, so I use this bag in front of clients. So I'm always trying to keep these clean. I wipe them down with a little oil all the time, especially when I'm doing a little bit of heavy work. But I'll use my construction bag if it gets too nitty gritty. It's very essential to keep your tools clean and keep everything neat and clean in front of the client. I believe it conveys a message that you're professional and you care about them and their premises, their property. So just think about that. Something to think about. To me, that separates installers from professionals, you know, because you can be a professional installer, and that should be everybody's goal, you know. So right down here, I got another wet noodle. Told you that earlier that I love these things, and there's labor-saving devices. They're a great company. They make all kind of wire retrieval devices and devices to make the installation process easier for low voltage technicians and electricians. So great company. So we'll start at the bottom right here. This is a crimper for Cat 6, Cat 5 for building. So you got building right there. It's for their not their mod plugs, I'm sorry, for their data jacks. That thing works incredibly well. I like that tool. I get it when you buy you get it free when you buy a certain amount of jacks. And here we go again, right here. This is same tool, just different brand. This is for Leverton Cat 6 and Cat 5 data jacks. That's your part number right there. Just clip on. To me, it's just more professional to use this because it's quiet in the Punchdown Tools. More times than not, I'm working where there are active employees and active clients, you know, running a business. So you don't want to be in there, pow, pow, bang, bang. You know, they don't really want to hear that. So just a little bit of respect, a measure of respect for them by getting that tool. And it makes it easier and it's faster. So this right here is a shank screwdriver with a magnetic tip. It was hard to find, but of course, Klein was able to, you know, fancy something up just for my needs. I use this when I'm doing digital menu boards, digital signing, or I'm doing TV mounts and commercial settings. Needs to be really long to get behind the TV to get that security Phillips in there to secure the TV to the mount, excuse me. So that's what that's for. Right down here in this right pocket, I just have another Punchdown Kit. Can't have enough of these. I always do just in case something fails. You never know. This one is for Fluke. Pretty good right here. Strippers, wire strippers. I don't use these at all. Kind of weird, but they look good. So I just keep them in there and they came a part of the kit. LED flashlight or marker. Punchdown tool, which is great. Pretty good punchdown tool. I like that it has the rubber over molding, and I use it for the pick as well. And then Fluke's age-old wonderful snips. Like these snips. So this kit cost me around, I think this kit was like 98, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 110. I do not remember, but I bought this from a local electrical supply house. So, and I got a great deal on it. So if you don't have a great Punchdown kit and you're looking for something that's nice and, you know, compact like this will be a good one to look for, or that Jonard Tools one. All right, going back over here, this is just a demo driver. If I'm looking for something or trying to pry something, I usually pull this out. You know, if I'm within the data rack, prying something off. A lot of people use like stickies and stuff, sticky backs in there. So when I go in, I try to clean up data racks. That's what this is for. It's a great demo driver. The thing is solid. It's very, very, very well built and probably almost indestructible. It's just a, we call this a 12-in-1 from Ideal. This one's okay. The metals on it that is built with on the actual bits, kind of cheap. I stripped out my other two, so I just use this one for clean work, just in case I need a different bit. Right here are crimpers. Self-explanatory. These are for our spade bits or anything like that. Not spade bits, I'm sorry. Spade terminals for keeping the panels and terminations clean. That's what this is for. Great product. This is Klein Tools. And the part number on that is J1005. I think this thing costs about 30 bucks. So great product. Age-old needle nose from Milwaukee. I love these. You guys seen these. They're all over every single Home Depot. I love them, man. It's the brand I stick with when it comes to the needle nose and some other hand tools. So good job on that, Milwaukee. I use these Kleins faithfully. I like these. I got these in a set from Home Depot. They actually happen to be on clearance as I was walking by. So the magnetic tip is just great. You know, it works better than any other brand that I've used. So I stick with these, and the grip on it, I like them. Perfect length, perfect tools. Works great for me. This side, I have, and I have these in every bag, but this is basically Cat 6, Cat 5, RJ11 and RJ12 crimper, and it's an easy crimper as well. So phone line and data cabling, that's what this is for. You just do your crimping and have no problem. You know, this is a great tool, great product. These are the ones that I stick with, and this is from Soul Star. as well, but it's OEM under Platinum Tools. So this is their Easy RJ Pro HD. So look out for that. This thing costs about 90 bucks to 110, depending on where you get them. And they OEM for a lot of different manufacturers. I've seen them branded under Leviton, again, Platinum Tools. So we, always look out for that. And they're at your local supply store. This is a little LED flashlight, little pocket light. There's a second version of this, and I have a video that I'm putting out doing an unboxing on it. It actually has a laser on it. That one is 250 lumens. This one I think is 200. I could be wrong. Don't mark me on that. And I'll put a correction in the video if I'm wrong on that in the description. Excuse me. So this one's good. Pretty good little light. I always keep a couple of those on me. And going to this part of the bag. This brand, I love Mega Pro. This was the first security tamper-proof set that I had, like an all-in-one. Has everything you need in there. This has so many bits. Has your Torx, security Torx, call it tamper-proof. So you just pull it out like that. It has a little grip. It's like a polypropylene plastic. It's not a cheap plastic because I've dropped it in like very cold weather and temperatures, and it stood up well. So I really like it. I had that way before I had the Klein, so I'm very familiar with these products. And this is the tamper-proof. This is the first one. So this one has your elevator keys in it. And I'm saying key, but it's just your elevator type bit to get the elevator panel off within the elevator. And this one, I always keep something like this, either Klein or Ideal, in my bag. It's just an extended bit. And you got your Phillips and your slotted and square tips. And I really, really like this product. Just you push up for it to go down, push down for it to come up like that. Works really well. Solid tool. The metal is great on it. Great investment. And that thing cost me like 25 bucks. Same price for Klein. And great product. Great, excellent product. So try to open up that view a little more. Then I have another Mega Pro. And this one is just standard bit. So Phillips, slotted, all of the standard items. And then you got your square on there. Great product. Use it all the time. Clean look. The colors are great. All of them are colored differently. They all have a unique color pattern for what their purpose is. And it'll say like original, and like on the other one you saw, I said tamper-proof too. This one I have as a ratchet and driver. I use these a lot in data racks because I do not like to use my drill. You can strip out something really easy in racks. A lot of those, a lot of the screws in the rack sometimes have been there for a long time. Or if it's a new rack, you can cross thread. So I try to be careful with that and just ratchet on with this. Works great. That's for my deal. That one was around 30 bucks. Then over here, I just have precision drivers from Milwaukee. Nothing fancy. I prefer theirs. I prefer a lot of things Milwaukee. There's no bias on that. It's just easier to get your hands on them. And when you need to replace it, it's that simple. So that's it. That's pretty much all that particular bag entails. And again, this isn't all encompassing, nor is it a video conveying that this is a beginner bag, because it's not by any means. I'm going to have something coming out of that real soon. On the front of it, this is the way the front of the bag looks. Got a pocket here. Open up like there, so you can put pretty much anything in there. So it has that. This one does not have a laptop console or slot for a laptop, just in case you were wondering. And if I forgot to mention. And here I just have pens and pencils, zipper, more space, extremely well thought out, extremely well built. Klein, you knocked this one out of the park. So that's what that is. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, it's Complete Tech Crew spelled with a K. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, leave comments, share some comments, go ahead and like, share this video. And on YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Appreciate you watching. I got a lot of great content coming, unboxing, more reviews, more demos, a lot of how-tos with respect to low voltage and electrical. So be looking out for that. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Peace.